We don't start with rules. We start with a beat, and that changes everything. See, we could talk about the traditional models, right? In my experience, I've seen most youth reentry programs are built like compliance machines. And I get it. The structure sounds like you must show up on time, you must sit still, you can't have a bad day. You got to follow directions. You got to earn your points, earn your stripes. Don't mess up. And if you do mess up, you weren't ready to be here. You're not a good fit. And to me, that's perpetuating the same harm that we're trying to help them heal from. I understand why some programs are designed that way, but we have to acknowledge the reality of it because I get it, right? When resources are tight and you're accountable to these outcomes that are being measured, and structure can start to look like control. But control does not always equate to growth. That's something that I had to learn as a leader. Like, control doesn't equate to growth. A lot of times it just creates more performance. And like, we all want high performance at our organizations, but I really want to be with people that are authentic and consistent, right? So at T.RAP, technology, rhythm, and passion, some of the things, when people ask what makes T.RAP different, they don't really expect my answer because it's like, we don't start with behavior management. Like, we actually start with putting on a beat, AKA identity and self-discovery. And the real issue for many young people, especially those that have been labeled or pushed out, is that you already know how to survive the system. You know how to read a doge because real is rare, and you already know how to act. You know how to perform long enough to get through. So that's not the issue. The real question is, can we help them build something that will be sustainable outside of this program? And for us, hip hop is a method, not music, but structure. Let's talk about it. I mean, if you grew up in New York, you know hip hop isn't just music. It's a culture, it's a method, it's a structure for us. And a better way for us to understand that is that we see it as a leadership and healing program disguised as a studio session. But let's talk about where the difference really shows up. Number one, we start with a beat. Why? Because a beat gives you that entry. It sets the tone. It sets the mood without interruption, without interrogation. It allows you to feel, just be in your feels, be present in that moment. And a lot of other programs, and we're guilty of this too early on, is that the first interaction is normally an assessment, something around your background or your goals. We do individual success plans, and we want to make sure that the mindset and the attitude of the youth that we serve are aligned. And cool, yeah, I do get it, right? But for the ones that we serve, they've already been surveilled and judged and watched. So questions are not always feeling like curiosity to them. It feels like interrogation. It feels like surveillance. It feels like the very thing that we're trying to help them heal from. But a beat, that instrumental by Nas, one mic, Pop Smoke, Welcome to the Party, DMX, Up in Here. Like, when you heard those beats, you hear those beats right now, you're going to move. Amazing music, right? Anything Just Blaze did. Shout out to him. But it also invites the anger. It invites the confusion. It invites silence. And then we're able to build. Let's get to number two. We see expression as skill building and not just art. Again, some adults miss this curriculum written in plain sight. Writing bars isn't always about creativity. It is also about emotional literacy and intelligence. When you force yourself to ask questions like, what am I feeling? Or what really happened? Or how do I want to tell my story? What can I say about this circumstance or opportunity that I've experienced in my life? And for us, that translates to, that's self-awareness, that's regulation, and that's identity formation. And we get to watch them journey through that. It is phenomenal, right? So, because I'm a grown man, I'm an uncle to them, right? But when you can name what's happening inside of you, like, you stop letting everything outside affect you. And we got to remind them, as a Black man, I have to remind them that's not soft, that's strength. And number three, practice over punishment. We got to shift some cultures, right? In most traditional spaces, you miss a day, mistakes cost you belonging, you're inconsistent, you lose focus, you're not serious, right? If you react emotionally, this is not the place for you. And we have to learn, man. We know who we serve and we have to learn. But I think I'm blessed with an amazing team. And in T.RAP, we don't ignore the harm and we don't lower standards, but we treat these challenges and setbacks differently. Instead of challenges and setbacks becoming focal point, we ask, what's a blocker that's challenging you right now? Like, what's happening around you that's causing any uncomfortableness in your life? What's destabilizing you? Let's figure out how we get to the root so that we can support them around that and show up. And success will never be perfect behavior. Like, none of us are perfect. Success is for them to stay connected, for them to build authentic relationships, and for this to be a transformational experience for them. Because that's the payoff. It ain't a gimmick. It's a design. It's structure. It's infrastructure. So starting with a beat is not just a vibe. It's a strategy. It's a strategy. And I know traditional programs try to produce obedience first and hope confidence shows up later, but we got to flip that. We got to start thinking differently. We got to meet our people where they are. We got to help them build agency first, help them figure out who they are, help them find their voice in a world that says they have no voice, that they're powerless. And we build structure around that. A partner told me that your students will build your curriculum. So when these young people write a verse, when they record it, when they revise it, when they perform it, they realize how powerful their voice is. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And when you speak, you can build the life that you want. Man. So listen, I don't know if you or anybody in your network works with youth, or you're a hip hop artist, or you want to do it. If this video is for you, I need you to go to our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what I shared today. Let me know about the hidden curriculum that you've experienced in hip hop and what it taught you. And then once you do that, make sure you share it with 5 people. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to build with Hills.